What's up, y'all? Listen, we had to put that's my little intro before we get into the talk. What up, everybody? It's your boy LG Grown. I know earlier we had a little conversation about the Jake Paul, yada yada yada, but that ain't the conversation we having right now. We got to talk about it, all right? Cobra Kai, all right? Man, listen, let me just say this, yo. I've been a fan of the Cobra Kai series since it's been on YouTube. And at first I wasn't into it. Somebody talked to me into it, talking about it, like, yo, you need to check out that Cobra Kai. It's good. Da, 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 da. I was like, all right. I was downplaying it. I got to sit and start watching it, was binge watching it, and then I was hooked. Just, okay. Just, it was getting interesting. Then, like, YouTube stopped, and Netflix took over. And I think that was the great thing about that. That Netflix saw the potential and said, well, we'll buy it off you and put it on our platform. So, they say this is the final season, right? So they had a part one. Part one was like the build up for part two. Like, it got you into what's going on this season. Everybody came back. Obviously, you see Tori. She links up with Miyagi-Do. Yada yada yada. Then it was a quick, that fast. How it was a build up of her being in it. It was a change, Her mom passed away. The only thing in her mind was like, I need to stay locked in. Karate, I need to just do that to keep my mind going. And I can get that. But she was emotionally, I wouldn't even say she was like, but it's like when you get a lost, sometimes people they either work or keep themselves busy so they don't think about the situation. And that's what happened with her. Her mom's died, tragic. They knew they had this tournament coming up, and she wanted to be the one to go to this tournament because then it just keeps her, keeping herself busy. So, long story short, she don't make it. She didn't make the squad. She lost what you call his daughter? That's crazy. I'm never good with names, but Daniel's son's daughter, she lose to her. So one of the other girls, she cheated for the other kid, Kenny. She, made him shit on himself. It's crazy. But he already thought it was Daniel's son's son that set him up because they already had bad blood. Which I understand, but that's where he thought everything went left. So, that's how the first part one was. But what we didn't know is that Tori linked up with her old crease. She went back to Cobra Kai. So, we also saw Cobra Kai was getting some real fresh blood overseas. They was like over there training. They had this lady, we saw her in the previous season. She came back, Cobra Kai talking, the young boy that's a knucklehead. He ain't all the way done, but in Kreese's mind, he's like, he the perfect person to beat Miyagi-Do, because that's how he was like, I need somebody ruthless, and I can get Tori back. We good. So, after she didn't get the Miyagi-Do, she was so messed up, she immediately went to the op. She went right back to Cobra Kai. And then they just left us on a cliffhanger, like, you see them at Barcelona, and you see Miyagi-Do, you see all the other ones, and you see Cobra Kai with Kreese and the girl, and then you see Tori right in front. And you was like, oh, this crazy. So, now they dropped part two. So part 2 is interesting. Everything pops off in Barcelona. You know who's on Miyagi-Do. You got Hawk. You got the smart kid. You got the girl. You got Daniel-san's daughter. You got Miguel. And you got oh man. What you call his son? I can't remember his name. Oh man, I'm getting brain farts. It's Miguel and then it's Robbie. There we go. It kind of flow in me, but I apologize, y'all. You got Robbie, right? So, Robbie a little messed. Like Robbie wasn't in it. Let's just keep. Robbie wasn't. He wasn't good. He was not good. Robbie was messed up. He was dealing with the situation with his girl. She back with Cobra Kai. So everybody knew clearly his head wasn't straight. You know what I'm saying? Then she was like, we need to, take a break. He thinks she broke up with him. It was crazy. Robbie, when I say Robbie was not in rare form, he was not in rare form. He damn near lost every fight. I think it might have been one fight he actually won. After Miguel had to get in his... Miguel was like the strongest one on the group. Let's just keep it... I keep it real. Miguel was the strongest on the squad. Miguel was winning. And, not for nothing, when you got them people in your ear talking, you know what, you should have been captain. Just saying, you should have been captain. So now he got that in the ear. So then, he tell Robbie, like, man, I should be captain. You not doing, I don't know what's going on. But what I do respect Miguel is that it took Robbie's father, because I can't remember his name right now. I'm blank. I might gotta pull up these names because I gotta remember these names off the rip. You know what? Hold on. Let me, because that's not. I want to say everybody's name right. We gonna say it. All right. Okay. Now let's talk about it. Okay. So you got Johnny. Okay. So Johnny talks to Miguel because there was a situation with Miguel's mom in the hospital that they flew straight out of Barcelona. They said fuck the tournament. They was like, fuck the tournament. I'm going to see what's up with her because she's more important. They were scared. They didn't know what was going on with her. Because the way they were saying is that she was about to die. She might lose the baby. So there was no question. Miguel and Johnny went straight on the flight, which was interesting because knowing that they leave, they needed another person to replace them. So immediately, he calls Amanda, which is Daniel's wife. He calls Amanda and say, "Listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go get Kenny and tell Kenny to fly to Barcelona." So immediately she say, "Cool." She talks to Kenny. Kenny tells her about the situation with him had get shitted on, and said it was his son, her son. So she tells her son she got to make it right. Look, y'all got to watch the episode. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too much spoiler. But what I'm saying is part 2 was very interesting because I liked it because it wasn't like, you could watch a series and you always think that the winners is going to win or you expect them to win. It wasn't like that at all. I'm going to be honest with you. There was some players in here that was killing in this. Killing. And it wasn't Miyagi-Do. Miyagi-Do, if the tiers that they had, there was one person that was, the tier was here. Cobra Kai might have been like third. They might have been like third. Miyagi-Do was like here. The way they was training their players wasn't up to speed of everybody else. Like that, Daniel got to change it up He gotta let Johnny take the, like, Johnny gotta be the one that be like, listen, we have to show some moves, and then Danny teaches them that defense, because no, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Cobra Kai is a great series. You should watch it, and they're talking about is another final episode coming soon, so they're not even done. The way part 2 ending left, they couldn't leave us on a cliffhanger. I was already like, damn, if they coming with a movie, what's going on? I didn't know. But I definitely enjoyed part 2 of Cobra Kai. And I'm sad that it's like this the final, like, it's like all my good shows is coming to an end. You know, Stranger Things, whenever they launch that's gonna be the final season. Like, oh my God, like, I don't know what to do. It's like the Cobra Kai, I've been watching them, they've been so good. And like new people been in there, old, people that was at the beginning didn't stay. Like, listen, if I had to give them 5 out of 5 stars, so we do our stars right here. So I want to give Cobra Kai 4.9 stars out of 5. I don't want to necessarily give them 5, but I'm going to say 4.9. It's real good. It's very good. It's very good. I highly recommend, if you don't got nothing to watch and you got Netflix, go watch Cobra Kai. And if you never watched Cobra Kai, watch it from season 1 to season 6 to understand everything. Okay? Let me know in the comments of what you thought about Cobra Kai Part 2. Did you like it? Did you expect that? Okay? Did you expect that ending? Like, kinda, I guess when you saw it, you kinda, but like, I don't know. But, you know what it is, LG Groans. Subscribe to the channel. Listen, we coming with content. I'm coming with y'all with content. I film in the car. I film here, as you can see. I'm making moves. I still gonna give y'all them picks for tomorrow for Sunday night's game. Lock in with me, all right? If you don't do nothing else, lock in with me, all right? Have a blessed Saturday.